Yeah, no cake in your pockets, no cake in your pockets, no bank, no big bank. You ain't got no wallet, no bank in your what? I got bank in my pocket, no hoes on your roster. You niggas.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 6 of the Able Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about our esports future as well as our recent changes. So hopefully you guys do enjoy the 6th episode of the Able Podcast. And also make sure you guys go check out our sponsors who made this podcast possible, which is Rogue Energy and Perform Cloth. If you guys do end up purchasing any products, make sure you guys use code ABLE. Without further ado, guys, we're going to get right into the topics.
All right, guys, this is going to be more of a serious podcast. It's just going to be myself, Abel Lane, joined by ASO himself. We're just going to be talking about the future of esports and recent changes that we've made to the team.
So as many of you know, we recently disregarded from the sniping and trick shotting scene. Following that, we released our players and editors. Now, there's a reason why we released our players and editors. The main reason why we decided to release them is because if we just locked them on the roster and we no longer did anything COD or trick shotting or sniping related, then their talent would be going to waste and would have no projects to work on, so they basically would be sitting on the team with absolutely nothing to do. Now, with us releasing them, we gave them a chance to join other teams and potentially use their talent in other teams instead of just sitting on Able and doing absolutely nothing, because we're not going to be doing anything in that scene anymore. Now, in the far future, we may decide to go back into the sniping and trick shotting scene, but as of right now, we are very comfortable in the esports and gaming entertainment area.
I just wanted to say, it's not anything personal to anybody that we dropped. We really liked everyone that was, editing for us or, hitting clips for our montages and everything. It wasn't really a personal thing. It was more of we just wanted to get away from the scene, and it just seemed like the perfect time to do it. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about it.
Yeah, now, in the future, for example, say World War II is, a really good COD, and it actually does very well, then we may potentially see another montage coming us from in the future. But for right now, we don't have an interest whatsoever in that scene, so we're not going to be taking our talent into that scene, basically. There may be a return. I don't know. We'll just have to see how the COD goes. If the community acts well to it, there's a potential way we could come back into it. It just really depends. Right now, we're focusing on content creation heavy and esports.
Moving into esports, we recently acquired a competitive Gears of War team, as well as we picked up an esports manager. His name is Jay. And we're looking to get back into the esports scene. I know we used to have a CSGO open team, as well as a Gears of War open team, and we also had a Rocket League team. However, we don't have those teams anymore, but we've recently acquired the new Gears of War team, and we're looking to pick up teams from other games such as Counter-Strike, maybe Rocket League again, maybe Call of Duty, as Jeremiah mentioned earlier in the video. And we're just trying to see what fits best for us, what we could potentially do in the future with certain games.
In the past, when we used to have our other teams, for example, our CSGO team, it wasn't too much of a serious thing. It was just kind of there. That's when we didn't actually take actual interest into the esports scene. But now it's something different, I guess. We're actually competing at decent levels, so we can actually compete against other known teams. We can get our name out there better. With the Gears of War team we picked up, actually with our previous Gears of War team that's no longer with us, they went to an event. I believe it was MLG Atlantic or MLG Atlanta or one of those, and they competed there, which was really awesome. So that kind of sparked the thing of hey, this is actually really cool. We can actually get our name out there and compete at these tournaments under the name Able. So we picked up a Gears of War team. Now we are going to be competing. We're going to be sending them to events throughout the entire, whenever the events are, where there's going to be a whole bunch of MLG ones. I think there's going to be 3 or 2 of them in North America and a couple international ones. We're going to see if we can attend those, but for right now, we don't know the exact dates or even where they're located. So information on that will come out on the team Twitter eventually. But back to this, the CSGO thing. When we had our old CSGO team, even with our old Gears of War team, it wasn't anything actually serious. Now, like Lane said, we picked up a very hard-working esports manager. His name's CryoJ, and he's basically going to be the guy that does all the esports related stuff, as well as Jukage. Now, so basically, a lot of the people and the directors, and me and myself and Duke and all the directors and stuff like that, are in control of majority of the social media as well as content creation side of the team. So there's going to be a lot of stuff from the esports stuff that we attend, and tournament highlights and stuff like that, and montages of Gears of War maybe, or CSGO frag movies from tournaments or something that we're putting on the team channel, as well as we continue to do our directing stuff with the other directors and content creators on the team. I would like to get back into Rocket League. Like I said, like Lane said, we're going to be looking into a lot more games soon, so we can try and venture out. As of now, we just have a Gears of War team as well as a solo H1Z1 competitive player, which will be attending a couple events. They haven't announced very many events for the H1, but we're going to be interested in going to that. Maybe potentially we could pick up an entire fives team for H1. That'd be pretty awesome. You guys will have to have to stay tuned for that one.
All right, so honestly, out of all the teams that we are looking to pick up for certain games, Rocket League, Gears of War, we've already got a Gears of War team, but CS:GO, Call of Duty, I'm the most interested in CS:GO. Obviously, that's kind of my main game. I play CS:GO a lot, and I kind of follow the scene pretty heavily. So, really looking forward to picking up a CS:GO main or intermediate team, and hopefully doing well in tournaments. I know that the scene is kind of growing. Like, as of recent, there are teams that have came out of nowhere and done really well, and even qualified for majors such as like Vegas Squadron. Congrats to them, by the way, as well as Big Gaming. So yeah, that's really what I'm interested in is CS:GO mainly.
I saw the thing about Big Gaming today as well. I just saw that. The thing is, I used to play CS. I guess you could say competitively, and I do have an interest in like a CS, like a team under our name basically, and I really do. And I would love to see us compete in ESEA seasons as well as intermediate or even main, to kind of get our name out there, and potentially in the future we could attend like the DreamHack stuff and we can get our name out there and further and participate on main stage events. That'd be really awesome. However, when we had our Rocket League team, I did enjoy watching that a lot because it's like the games I don't know, something about it, that game and the esports scene is really awesome. But the thing is, a lot of like the really talented or the Rocket League team or the lineups are already under rosters or under an organization already. Now that's not going to stop us from continuing to look for one. I'm not saying we're going to be picking up another one. It just depends on our offers and the timing and etc. stuff like that. For example, like we were going to be picking up an H1Z1 team for the upcoming DreamHack Atlanta. I think it's Atlanta.
Yeah, it's Atlanta.
Yeah, there's a H1Z1 event there, and like you guys, or if you guys don't know, H1Z1 doesn't have very many tournaments, so that would be a very awesome thing we could have attended to, but the timing wasn't very there. The timing wasn't on. But we couldn't find a team in time, nor could we set up something up in time. So it's just unlucky, I guess. But we'll definitely be looking into something like that because I would love to get a competitive, like, very talented H1Z1 lineup. So aside from esports, a lot of you guys have messaged me asking when the next recruitment challenge is for our #AreYouAble series that we do every single year at the beginning of each month. The next recruitment challenge for Able Uprising will be on January 1st, 2018. That is going to be our #AreYouAble recruitment challenge. If you guys don't know about that, next recruitment challenge, January 1st, 2018. We have a RC every single year at the first of each year, or the first month of each year. So obviously there's a lot of time to prepare for that, and I'm honestly extremely excited to release that to you guys because I love watching the RC responses and love all of you guys going for it, and overall it's a really good thing for the team because it brings a lot of exposure. Lane, were you were on the team when we had our previous RC? Yeah, you were.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. I also wanted to point out that you don't have to go for the RC to get picked up. Like, if you're grinding out videos and you're doing really well, and we see that you're doing really well and you have an interest in joining, like, there's a possibility that we could pick you up. It's all about, what you're doing to stand out and how consistently you upload, how good your content is. It's really just all about dedication. So if you see that you're putting in that hard work and you're, it's paying off, then we're going to look at picking you up potentially.
Yeah, so like you waiting to upload until the RC actually happens is not going to give you a very good chance. If you guys start uploading now, even though it's only July and the recruitment challenge is in January, if you guys start uploading now and you guys start grinding now, we're going to notice you, and then when it comes time to around the RC actually happening, you're going to stand out even more than everyone else that's going for it. And even if they're grinding every single day for it, you're going to be the one guy that stands out because we're going to notice that you were going this 3-4 months before the RC even came out. So if you guys want to get a head start on this, y'all, even though like there's no like hashtag out or whatever, there's no information, absolutely no information is out for the next RC. But if you guys want to start, or if you guys want to get a chance to join, I suggest you start grinding now. That's coming from the guy that's going to be picking you guys out from the winners. So I'm telling you right now, if you guys want to potentially win or have a very good chance, you guys need to start grinding now.
Aside from the RC, we did pick up a new sponsor, Rogue Energy. If you guys want, you can go check them out. Links will be in the description, and you can also use code ABLE for 10% off. I haven't tasted anything of them yet. However, I've heard good things. And they're just one of the first sponsors that we're looking to pick up, like one of the first really new sponsors. We decided to drop Ponage Energy because we weren't benefiting a lot from that, and I don't know. I didn't like the market branding or anything like that.
No, right now with Ponage, they've been very dead on their social media, as well as their store doesn't even carry the drinks anymore. So we were kind of like in confusion. They've just been like very inactive. I don't really know where they've been. But aside from that, with Rogue, I do not believe they're shipping out tubs until August. So if you guys do want to potentially get some of that, if anything, now is the time to buy it, because I think they have a sale right now. Don't quote me on it, but I do believe they have a sale. And if not, they may be doing one for the 4th of July. If not, I mean, you guys can always use code ABLE for 10% off. It benefits us tremendously, and you guys can get some awesome products regardless. That's one of our new sponsorships that we just were recently acquired. We may be welcoming some new in the future. Right now, we're very busy with trying to sort out stuff with content creation and esports, and overall management of the team, so we can get stuff set out and all these designs and stuff like that. And we have some awesome stuff coming that I can't talk about in the podcast, but basically we're using this podcast as more of a way to let you guys know in the news, like basically new things that are happening with the team and stuff that's recently happened, so you guys can like get informed if you missed it or whatever. So hopefully, guys, if you guys are watching all the way to the end of this podcast, or to where you are right now, I do appreciate it. If you guys are enjoying, make sure you guys leave a like as well. For the summer apparel, you guys cannot place your orders yet. We will let you guys know when it goes public. The best place to find out when it goes public is to find out on our Twitter, which is @AbleUprising. Our Snapchat is just AbleUprising. So if you guys want to follow any of our social medias, it's all in the description. Other than that, guys, I do appreciate you guys watching all the way to the end of this podcast. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys leave a like. Use code ABLE on Rogue Energy and Perform Cloth for 10% off. Other than that, guys, in the comments below, make sure you guys comment what you guys want us to talk about next time. Hope you guys did enjoy, and we're out. Peace.